As the busiest season for supply chains approaches, a multitude of new product shortages are emerging every week. From cleaning products to breakfast essentials to order equipment, the list of out-of-stock items continues to expand. This is expected to create chaotic conditions in U.S. stores as shoppers prepare for end-of-year festivities. Even beloved restaurant dishes like guacamole and seafood are becoming more expensive and harder to find due to production levels failing to meet consumer demand. The upcoming months will be characterized by empty shelves and price hikes as the U.S. industry confronts numerous challenges. Let's dive into the latest supply shortages that are gripping the system and identify the products you should start stocking up on in October. Starting with type 2 diabetes medication, there is currently a worldwide shortage of this widely used treatment. This poses a significant challenge for millions of patients and the pharmaceutical industry. The medication gained immense popularity in recent years due to social media influences and press coverage promoting it as an off-label weight loss medication. The main active ingredient, semaglutide, mimics the body's GLP-1 hormone, aiding in insulin production and suppressing appetite. Unfortunately, the medicine became an internet sensation, leaving pharmacies without stock and manufacturers struggling to meet the demand. Resolving this shortage could take years, worrying doctors and diabetes patients who rely on the treatment. The U.S. Health Organization is attempting to prioritize diabetes type 2 patients once the medication becomes available again, further limiting public access to the drug in the coming months. This shortage could have a serious impact on the lives of millions of people, considering that around 15% of adults in the United States, approximately 51 million individuals, have diabetes, and over 40%, roughly 140 million Americans, have obesity. Moving on to Diet Coke, this popular beverage, along with other Coca-Cola products, is facing tight supplies globally, and the United States is likely to be affected next. The corporation is currently dealing with labor strikes in various countries, including Canada, the UK, Germany, and France. Earlier this year, workers at U.S. plants also went on strike in an effort to negotiate better pay. Despite Coca-Cola's record profits, workers were only granted a 4.7% wage increase, while they had initially requested a 10% raise due to inflation impacting the price of goods. As tensions escalate at plants worldwide, U.S. workers are expected to follow suit and demand the raise they deserve. Consequently, the company is reducing production of popular products like Diet Coke, Fanta, and Sprite. Some stalls are already completely out of these beverages. Photos shared on social media show signs apologizing for empty shelves in grocery stores. One sign attributes the shortage to a labor dispute at Coca-Cola Limited, while another mentions vendor supply challenges. A shortage of aluminum is also expected to impact production, limiting consumer choices in stores. The scarcity of squash is another issue this year. Droughts and flooding have resulted in a significant decrease in pumpkin and squash production worldwide. Producers have faced some of the worst weather conditions in history, including moist soil during planting season leading to spoilage and fungus, and droughts during the growing season causing high temperatures and flavor alterations. Farmers are now having to discard a significant portion of their produce instead of sending it to stores. Consumers can expect to see the effects of this shortage in their local grocery stores in the coming weeks. If squash is spotted on shelves, it is advised to buy it early in the season as prices are expected to rise dramatically later on. A shortage of hazelnuts is set to impact the price and availability of Nutella in the United States. Turkey, the largest producer of hazelnuts, reported a significant decline in supply after hailstorms destroyed hazel flowers during the growing season. Hazelnut production is affected by various factors including weather conditions and global market demand. In California, where the largest quantity of hazelnuts in the U.S. is grown, abnormally dry weather has damaged crops and led to a 2.9% decrease in production compared to last year. Hazelnut prices have already risen by 60% since January, a 10-year high. The Ferrero Group, the maker of Nutella, consumes a quarter of the world's hazelnut supply and is likely to pass on the increased costs to consumers in the form of higher prices in the coming months. Cauliflower, another versatile vegetable used in various recipes, is also facing a shortage. California is responsible for 92% of cauliflower grown in the U.S., but high temperatures in the region have impacted availability for the third consecutive year. Despite efforts such as irrigation pumps, the heat and lack of water have affected cauliflower yields, contributing to the overall scarcity of vegetables. Other countries like the UK, France, and Spain have also experienced crop losses due to adverse weather conditions, leading to reduced exports to the United States. Grocery store supplies are depleting rapidly, but organic farmers' markets may still have cauliflower available. Lastly, pears, known for their delicate sweetness and juicy texture, are at their peak during the fall. They are commonly used in dishes and desserts. However, the availability of pears may be affected by the shortage of other fruits and vegetables mentioned previously. The U.S. Department of Agriculture has projected a 3% decrease in world pear production for 2023 due to damage to crops in various producing areas, including California, Washington, and Oregon. Additionally, pear imports into the U.S. are expected to decline to 70,000 tons, as Mexico, China, and South Korea also face supply issues. As a result, pear prices have already risen 17%, and another 8% increase is anticipated this quarter. The auto industry is also experiencing shortages, particularly in car parts and other auto equipment. These shortages have been ongoing since 2021 and have been exacerbated by an ongoing auto workers' strike. The strike has now expanded to distribution centers for Atlantis and General Motors in 20 states, which is expected to further delay the shipping of components and gear in the final months of 2023. Furthermore, a shortage of ships and other automotive equipment is projected to continue impacting the U.S. auto industry into 2024. Companies like Ford, General Motors, and Toyota have already faced production stoppages and supply issues. The stretched supply chain has led to financial distress for many suppliers, with some even facing bankruptcy. According to Conroy, if automakers lose their parts, it will not only lead to higher costs for car repairs, but also increase the pressure on the prices of new vehicles. This is because consumers will have to spend more money on the supply base. As a result, the shortages in the automotive industry will have inflationary effects on consumers. Another item that is experiencing a shortage is vinegar. Vinegar is a versatile product that is used in many dishes, from pickles to salads. It also has health benefits, such as reducing blood sugar levels and aiding in digestion. Additionally, vinegar has antibacterial properties, making it useful for cleaning and disinfection. However, the shortage of vinegar is not a recent development. Sales of vinegar have been declining in recent years, leading food manufacturers to decrease production. This has resulted in a nationwide shortage of vinegar, with prices now 11% higher than they were in January. Coffee creamer is another product that is currently experiencing a shortage. Nestle recently apologized to customers for the absence of their dairy-free coffee creamer, Coffee Mate, from supermarket shelves. Coffee Mate is often used as a milk alternative and comes in different flavors. The shortage of coffee creamer was caused by a change in packaging, as the company sought to make it more eco-friendly. However, this change led to disruptions at food plants. When the product returns to the supply chain, it will be sold in smaller packs at higher prices due to soaring ingredient costs. The seafood industry is facing significant challenges, with shortages expected in the coming years. A report by financial think tank Planet Tracker estimates that $55 billion needs to be invested in regenerative aquaculture and technological progress to solve seafood shortages. Even with improvements in aquaculture practices, it is predicted that there won't be enough seafood to feed the world by 2050. Seafood prices are already on the rise, a trend that is expected to continue during the holiday season. Oysters, halibut, Chilean sea bass, swordfish, jumbo lump crab meat, and barren sea crab legs have all seen price increases of at least 15% to 20%. North American hardshell lobster pricing has increased by 30% to 40% due to high demand and lower than expected production. These shortages in the food industry are likely to persist, and more shortages may emerge in the coming months. The supply chain is vulnerable to various factors, and unforeseen events can further disrupt the availability of certain products. If you have experienced unusual shortages in your area, we encourage you to share your experience in the comments section. It seems that we are facing the beginning of a major crisis that will impact the country throughout the fall and winter. We will continue to monitor and report on similar information in order to keep our audience informed. Thank you for watching.